I give it all I got. Wanna walk, talk the talk, take it higher. That's
And how you make that stream full screen? What up? Yeah. Okay. But, oh, okay.
game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play
You
soft.
can wait me on.
Run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like, fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like, every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got
No, only for now. I'm just running this quick game.
my team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
You know I'm back at it.
In the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. No conversation.
So these dudes you probably just gotta search. Make sure the invite got sent out.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch.
They must say, what I wanted, I'm not doing it. Yeah, they have connected franchise where you can pay other people online in the franchise mode. Yeah, like 2K. Oh, yeah. Nah, man. I understand what they're doing. That ain't what I asked. Now they get that, I'm all over it. Oh, that's Pittsburgh right there. I told you. I just said I just merely sent it and just waited, and then boop, there he was. Yeah, I played him twice a year, remember? Eagles. Yeah.
Sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball. I didn't even know that player had drugs. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that.
Yeah, I saw that game.
Guys returning the opening kickoff. Believe me, they'll take this.
Bro, I was looking at it like, okay. But that route we ran, I think it was the wheel route. Not the wheel. That was there. But whatever route to that was to Amari Cooper to start back with that touchdown. I was like, yeah, that's.
Hey man, watch the boot.
Mariota now to throw on first down. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Mariota.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Fumbles.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Mariota. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hey, come on,
Cool.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And it can work.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
What ability do you think that's going to be?
I got Mike 56, Mike 56.
On third down, Mariota. In a heavy traffic.
Why didn't
and it's
he do that? Oh my
intercepted.
God. He'd be an X-Factor right now if he did that. Get off me.
He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback
Take
gets
that with
tested.
you.
This is where we find
Sticky.
out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Hey, there we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Randall came last week.
There to the
But it comes from
27.
behind Victory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was
It's
swallowed
dramatic,
up
but
because what they're hoping,
Lamar,
this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move
Randall played him at a
laterally
great time, man.
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a first down throw that's
He
complete.
played
7 yards there and a
look.
first down.
We were just on Call of Duty, bro.
4 for 4 on this opening drive.
We were
He's
just on Call of
slinging
Duty.
it, and
Everybody.
oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy
I'm just
throwing
getting this game out the way. I'm
yard,
talking
not
about the hot back over
necessarily
there.
accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Probably will.
Darren Lee in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Oh, I forgot he does that all game. Well, I didn't forget it.
Work to be done
came
here
from
on
that side
2nd and
that
16
time.
after the sack.
55. Check back. Hey, check right.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Excellent
Hey,
work that
look at this
time
play.
to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on
Hey, don't
first
fly out
down.
the gap.
Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
That's
Yeah,
flying
his
out
ability
there.
to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra.
Bro,
helps him
look
on
at
3rd
these.
down, makes it manageable now.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Zebra. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Mike, 55.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian
That means
Kirk,
he be in his
his
playbook.
3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
You got off work?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right? We ain't been... Damn! Bro,
from the gun, Mariota going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Hey.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Low-key, there was a sense of excitement in our boys. Bro, they say it might come back to the
confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Even though oh my gosh, I can hit the gap.
Call that 49
even though we don't give their point, that don't mean we go to the beach now.
Take over.
This is the time to utilize playing at his house. Bro, you know what excited me most about this? I put $20 in my gas tank last week and gas was low, and that needle ain't moved yet.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
I'm excited, son. It ain't moved not now.
Leads evaporate and quickly. So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
They're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away. Eddie Jackson. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
I got the stream up.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
56. Mike's 56. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big
Let me tell you something.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
House call. Who?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Wilson operating from the gun.
Oh, he didn't throw it. He didn't do it. What? That's a blitz.
Sheldon Rankins abruptly inside play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've observed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Oh, that's not Russell Wilson. Christian Kirk is definitely a superstar.
Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
Can I go for this or no?
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
Yeah, I'm going to
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because
it's an extra added pressure knowing, dang, I'm down 3 scores.
From that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field.
Because 2 touchdowns, you're kind of like, all right, 2 touchdowns to 3 scores.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
No, I don't know. I started the game on the kick return to the
25-yard line.
Yeah, it was just one gap, and I was like, oh.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Probably doing a press conference for Chicago. Pepper Pig. Come on now.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you
ask the question, that's what I had to do.
Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
That type of play happened earlier, and he caught him. Like someone from the other side caught him.
But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Wilson. The catch made by Miller. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an dropped at the 1.
What you said?
It's a gain of 20. As we
you got Vander, huh?
20 seconds left in the quarter.
Talk to me about him. What's he like?
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
It sounds familiar.
To throw again is Wilson.
If you don't throw this,
can't get rid of it. He's taken
that was the biggest lag I ever had.
The Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Flag.
The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line here, 2nd and goal.
I wonder.
Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nah, he dropped it. Freaking dropped it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
That's a tough one there defensively, because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Hey, you know you saw him do that against the Austin Knights?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Damn. That, and we had a bad showing last week. I didn't like it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Well,
you know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, my God.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
That's how you do
right
it,
now,
bro.
you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coast to coast.
We want it. Come to my work. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Mariota to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Here, if you rub his name in the red,
in there to
say his name 3 times, he appears.
Sack of the year.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. How was that
After
not
the
a
sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here, just try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out the field position.
Okay.
Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Oh, just one more.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right.
Look at that.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards.
No, they might be out here user catching.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Did you already use money? Good job.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time.
Okay,
it has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And we get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away, but could not. Jamie Collins able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
God, man.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets this up across the 35.
I would have heard the keys rather like I had to go to game stop for
They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
I was either going to hit him or he was going to hit his head on the goalpost. I missed.
This is fielded at the 7.
I don't know why he does that.
Wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands.
I want to go immediately outside and touch me in. I like it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Dwayne Haskins.
To throw is Wilson.
That blitz be crazy sometimes. That's not the edge.
He goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw is Wilson.
Oh, he threw it up there. That's a hit.
Heavy traffic.
He got killed.
Intercepted.
That hurts.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it leads down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Cohen trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check 55 to Mike. Yeah.
Here's Wilson to throw on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What is it?
Wilson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Where was the flag?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
What we got? Switch.
I need a pick 6.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I don't like what Hicks did.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Escape. Hit comes. He lost the football. Mariota had a yard loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No, but they knew my heart. They heard 6.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through
both of them,
to
so
extend the
you the
lead.
children, I'll be like, hey man, I ain't got time to be deciphering y'all. Either nobody getting good or both y'all getting good. Which one?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble
like both
return
y'all
for
getting
a
good.
score.
Yeah,
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota. Completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mariota. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a loose football.
I've been running it all game.
Not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. He probably talked about his training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Mariota. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota again. Sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Was not expecting that.
One. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run.
4th down, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Howard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th
quarter. He gets me 3 yards in the backfield because he got everybody in their mom's guilty.
And off it goes.
So I say to myself, line up in the formation I'm running in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Open field is the problem.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. An open man, it's Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
I got you.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They were on the game right at that point.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this, under a heavy rush, possession. Down he goes. Jamie Collins. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun, rolling with Cohen. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Wilson wants to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's what you created with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Fielded about a yard deep.
You just try to. Can I get him? Strip him.
Now a hit and a loose football.
This
is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house.
I am here, sir.
Quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Careful. No, I'm playing with somebody in Madden.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
I know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
we'll you asked me a whole lot of questions.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards in the Steeler first. On first down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Oh, he's going to roll out.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gordon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
He probably doesn't know he played. Oh, he does? Well, he's probably, I don't know, he's probably hiding a little bit. No. On Saturdays he works. Like, I know he be getting on word. Just hit him in the group meet. Square's open. Oh, he's open too. Man, that play was open, bro. Yeah, 2 people on that.